Hello and welcome to Kedah, a place of beauty and community. Today, we're exploring the challenges and the triumphs of the people here as they navigate the complexities of poverty. From the lively streets of the town to the quiet simplicity of village life, Yan has its own unique story to share. Amidst the warm smiles and the vibrant culture, the spectre of poverty is a reality that touches the lives of many. Stick with us as we uncover the stories, the resilience, and the hope that define Yan Kedah. Together, let's explore the efforts being made to bring about positive change in the face of challenges like poverty. Welcome to Yan, where every story matters.
Assalamualaikum Cik Saiful. Pada pendapat Encik, apakah isu ataupun faktor yang menyumbang kepada masalah kemiskinan di daerah Yan Kedah?
Pada pendapat saya, faktor yang menyumbang kemiskinan dekat daerah Yan ni disebabkan oleh pertanian yang pertamanya. Yang kedua pula disebabkan infrastruktur yang kurang lah dekat kawasan daerah ni, macam stesen yang memberikan kemudahan kepada penduduk kat sini. Yang ketiga pula saya rasa masalah banjir lah yang selalu berlaku lah dekat kawasan ni. Lepas tu pula saya rasa kadar pengangguran kat daerah Yan ni pula agak tinggi, yang menyebabkan ramai-ramai penduduk kat sini menghadapi faktor-faktor kemiskinan lah.
Okey Cik, apakah kesan daripada isu-isu yang Cik sebutkan tadi?
Kesan dia saya rasa semua ni berlaku disebabkan kemudahan infrastruktur yang kurang lah. Sumber pendapatan yang terhad, maknanya penduduk kat sini sumber pendapatan mereka tu kurang daripada hasil yang mereka buat. Mula saya rasa barangan-barangan selalu hancur disebabkan oleh faktor-faktor banjir yang saya sebutkan tadi. Itulah antara penyebab utama kadar kemiskinan dekat daerah Yan ni.
Terima kasih Encik.
The first factor of poverty in Yan Kedah is agriculture. In Malaysia, agriculture is incredibly important as it forms the basis of the national economy. The community in Kampung Seri, for example, which is located in the district of Yan, is mostly involved in every part of agriculture. The first issue in agriculture is that climate change is proven to have impacted agricultural productivity, crop choice and food security everywhere in the world. Agriculture is primarily and heavily dependent on climate. The next pressing challenge for Kampung Seri's agriculture is water scarcity. Water scarcity in Yan Kedah, Malaysia is a pressing concern influenced by various factors. That is for the first issue in poverty, which is agriculture.
Now let's take a look at the implication. So the first implication is low productivity in the agriculture sector. So climate change poses significant threats to agriculture in Yan Kedah, primarily through increased frequency of extreme weather events like droughts and floods, rising sea levels leading to saline water intrusion and coastal land loss. According to Masood et al. 2012, Yan Kedah dependence on paddy rice agriculture is particularly vulnerable as droughts can limit irrigation and floods can damage crops and infrastructure. So by taking proactive measures, Yan Kedah can build a more resilient agricultural sector and safeguard its future food security. Other than that, water scarcity in Yan Kedah also has dire consequences for agriculture that can lead to decreased crop yields, jeopardizing food security and contributing to economic loss. There's this one study that suggests even mild water stress can decrease rice yields by 10 to 20%. So that is all for the first implication. Next, we move to the suggestion. So the first suggestion or recommendations is developing resolutions to improve the agricultural sector. In order to combat the consequences of climate change, a comprehensive approach is required or needed. So using sustainable land management techniques, storing and collecting carbon emissions, and switching to renewable energy sources are few examples of mitigation options. Other than that, traditional water management strategies like efficient irrigation and rainwater harvesting are important, but it is insufficient for addressing water scarcity. So, innovative solutions like precision irrigation, fog harvesting, wastewater reuse, and soilless cultivation systems like aquaponics and hydroponics offer promising alternatives to solve this issue. Furthermore, individual efforts can be a very important tool in lessening the effects of climate change. According to the United Nations 2020, this also includes save energy at home, change your home source of energy, walk, bike or take public transport, switch to an electric vehicle, consider your travel, and so on. So that is all for recommendations or suggestions.
The next issue is the unemployment. The issue of the unemployment in Yan Kedah is a critical aspect that contributes to the persistence of poverty in the region. A large part of Yan economic landscape depend on traditional industry such as agriculture, which has caused various challenges that directly translate into an increase in the unemployment rate. In addition, factors leading to the problem of unemployment include fluctuating market demand and unpredictable weather fluctuation. Without access to a stable income, many families in Yan struggle to meet their basic needs for food, shelter, and healthcare. This in turn leads to the cycle of poverty, where limited opportunities trap individuals in a precarious economic situation. Children of the unprivileged family may face limited educational opportunities and job prospects, increasing their risk of falling into poverty themselves. Based on the recent 2022 poverty in Malaysia report by the Department of Statistics Malaysia, Kedah has the highest incidence of absolute poverty in the peninsula after Kelantan. Kedah absolute poverty rate was 8.8% in 2019 and increased to 9% in 2022, which was the higher Malaysia absolute poverty line of 8.4% in 2022. According to the Department of Statistics Malaysia, the unemployment rate in Kedah has only decreased by 0.1% over the 3 decades. The employment rate was 4.5% in 1990s and 4.4% in 2020s.
Hello, I am Atira, here to address a critical issue that the people of Yan are facing in unemployment, which is limited income source. Its connection go far beyond a simple lack of employment, that they involve people, families, and the basis of society itself in a web of terrible consequences. First of all, unemployment destroys a household's only source of income. Food, housing, and medical care become risky luxuries, increasing the likelihood of poverty and its harmful hold. Being sucked into financial ruin has knock-on effects that restrict children's access to high-quality education, harm their opportunities for the future, and further gang families in the cycle of poverty. The consequences of unemployment extend beyond one's personal life. The risk of crime and social instability grows with poverty, straining the basic foundation of the community. So Yan's overall economic development is negatively impacted by a vicious cycle of economic stagnation caused by a lack of good work opportunities that impact upward mobility. So next move to the another suggestion and recommendation is empowering Yan through the local business connection. First, visualize Yan bursting with vibrant peace. When IT companies collaborate with neighborhood cafes, they create a need for web engineers and social media managers, which promotes the local economy. Business that care about the environment work together on green initiative, which creates volunteer opportunities and possible career path in the future. empowering Yan through the local business connection. First, visualize Yan bursting with vibrant peace. When IT companies collaborate with neighborhood cafes, they create a need for web engineers and social media managers, which promotes the local economy. Business that care about the environment work together on green initiative, which creates volunteer opportunities and possible career path in the future. At networking events, every polite handshake and conversation plants the seeds of a better future for our community as a whole, not just businesses. Local events transcend mere business transactions. It embodies community spirit, forging deeper connections with residents and fostering a sense of shared purpose. Businesses that actively support local causes and participate in community events gain invaluable visibility and brand recognition, establish themselves as pillars of Yan's social fabric. Moreover, their dedication manifests in their support of local initiative and active participation in community gatherings to fostering trust and loyalty amongst residents. This atmosphere of collaboration and shared progress breeds innovation and opportunity, opening doors for diverse career paths within Yan's vibrant ecosystem. The ripple effects of strong local networks extend far beyond individual businesses. Increased economic activity due to collaboration generates a demand for labor, reducing unemployment and injecting income into Yan's households. This newfound stability empowers families to improve their access to essential services and contributes to a stronger, more resilient community. Encourage active participation in networking events, facilitate collaboration between businesses, and celebrate the spirit of community engagement. So, through this collective effort, we can watch Yan blossom into a dynamic hub of entrepreneurial spirit where diverse skills find fertile ground and employment becomes a distant memory. So, let us not underestimate the transformative power of local connections. Let us instead cultivate them with purpose, ensuring that every handshake, every collaboration, every smile becomes a stepping stone towards a brighter, more prosperous Yan for all.
Hello everyone, my name is Aiza Adriana binti Ahmad. Today we are exploring a critical infrastructure issue that's causing poverty in Yan Kedah. Imagine roads not just as pathways but as lifelines. Unfortunately, poorly constructed roads, especially during the monsoon season, act as a severe impediment to crucial services. According to ISAN 2021, a survey conducted by the ministry agencies in Yan found an urgent need for additional funds to repair damaged infrastructure, underlining the complexity of the impact on poverty. Now, let's talk about the broader implications. The rural transport infrastructure is not just about roads, it's a critical force for sustainable development. In Yan, poorly maintained roadways restrict the transportation of agricultural produce, hitting local farmers hard. This economic strain doesn't just affect individuals but reverberates across the entire economic ecosystem, impacting traders, transporters, and the general public. However, the challenges don't stop there. Water scarcity is a broader issue affecting nearly 1 million residents in Yan Kedah. Sinar Harian 2023 stated that the expected water supply crisis supplied by Syarikat Aidar Aman Sada ahead of the Aidilfitri celebration is particularly severe in the Kuala Muda district, including areas around Bedong, Merbau and Sungai Petani. The lack of potable water in places like Kampung Dusun Durian Kerumpu forces residents into a daily struggle, impacting lives and worsening socio-economic concerns. In Merdeka Times 2023 also stated that in Yan suffers from a lack of internet connectivity, limiting educational options and access to online work. The absence of digital infrastructure restricts the community's ability to break free from poverty. So, what are the implications of these infrastructural deficiencies? Low productivity is a direct consequence of limited access to essential resources, perpetuating the cycle of poverty in the region. According to Gal, Hassan Osman and N.A. Afrah 2017, Infrastructure contributes to economic development by increasing productivity and providing services which enhance the quality of life. The insufficiency of road infrastructure, especially during bad weather, poses significant issues. Poorly designed roads not only impede access to essential services but also give significant financial burdens on residents.
Furthermore, the absence of a comprehensive flood protection system leaves residents exposed to recurrent threats, putting their homes and livelihoods at risk. Also, as disruptions in one area reflection across others, such as the fishing sector, the economic interdependence becomes clear. Fishermen are losing money, traders are experiencing supply chain disruptions, and the entire community is dealing with the economic impact.
Individuals, particularly those from bigger families, are forced to struggle to meet their necessities in the lack of a reliable water supply source. The worsening of water quality makes residents more vulnerable to waterborne infections, jeopardizing their health even further. The financial difficulty of buying essential water supplies exacerbates the community already existing economic problems, continuing the cycle of poverty.
Now, moving on to the suggestion of this issue. To address these multi-phase challenges, strategic collaboration is essential. The Ministry of Rural and Regional Development can spearhead a targeted water resource management initiative, partnering with environmental agencies and local water authorities to implement sustainable water solutions. Simultaneously, the Ministry of Communications and Multimedia can lead a digital infrastructure development plan, focusing on areas like Kuala Pegang. Collaborating with telecommunication companies, the Ministry can initiate the establishment of community digital centers, providing training programs on digital literacy and online work opportunities. Furthermore, a community-driven poverty alleviation program in collaboration with local NGOs and educational institutions can be designed by the Ministry of Rural and Regional Development. Vocational training programs tailored to the specific needs of the community can reduce dependency on a single economic sector, which will foster diversified income streams.
A coordinated effort between government agencies and local leaders can bring about meaningful change in Yan Kedah. By addressing these infrastructure challenges and fostering collaboration, we can build a stronger, more resilient community. It's time for positive change. Let's make a difference in Yan, one step at a time.
Let's go to the last issue in Yan Kedah that led to poverty, where it is flood. Malaysia's East Coast, particularly the Yan district in Kedah, faces annual flooding during the monsoon seasons from November to March and May to September. Flash flood exacerbated by abrupt weather changes. Poor disaster management and inadequate infrastructure have recently impacted both rural and urban areas, causing significant losses. The government reported RM6.1 billion in damages in January 2022. Flood disproportionately affect low-income communities, destroying homes, infrastructure and livelihood, pushing individuals into poverty. Yan, where the most residents work as fishermen, is particularly vulnerable with flood jeopardizing their jobs and necessities. Flash floods in Yan have resulted in fatalities and damages attributed to intense rainfall and debris flow. Riverine floods caused by breach riverbank due to upstream water release or prolonged rainfall also contribute to the recurring floods in Kedah. The region's susceptibility to floods underscore the need for improved disaster management and infrastructure to protect vulnerable communities. We move to the last implication, which is devastated belongings. Floods have far-reaching consequences, particularly in vulnerable areas like Yan Kedah, Malaysia, leading to economic hardships and exacerbating poverty. The impact on livelihoods is significant, affecting farmers and fisherfolk whose crops, animals, boats and fishing area are destroyed. The destruction of homes, disruption of transportation and damage to business further compound the challenges faced by affected communities. The 2021 flash floods in Yan resulted in traumatized residents, damage, properties and financial losses for businesses. The cycle of poverty is intensified as floods disproportionately affect low-income families, hindering their recovery and potentially trapping them in poverty.
Addressing this complex issue requires comprehensive measures including flood prevention, economic support and community resilience initiatives to mitigate the long-term consequences on jobs, infrastructure and overall well-being. Last but not least, mitigating the impact of floods require a multifaceted approach, investing in robust infrastructure such as improved water drainage system and flood-resistant construction techniques form the foundation for flood prevention. Early warning system utilizing advanced weather monitoring technology play a crucial role in facilitating prompt evacuations. Strengthening communities involved not only physical structures but also comprehensive local disaster preparedness plans, quick response community groups, and skill building initiatives to diversify income source, financial aid programs, and support system for families affected by floods contribute to faster recovery and prevent long-term impoverishment. Collaborative efforts involving affected communities, government entities, civic code enforcement teams, and environmental conservation measures such as responsible land use further enhance flood resilience. Overall, a holistic and cooperative approach is essential to effectively address the complex challenges posed by flooding.
In Yan Kedah, we've explored the challenge of poverty and the potential for change. As we conclude our journey, we understand that addressing poverty requires unity. Economic progress has brought positive changes, but true transformation involves a collective effort. To uplift the vulnerable, we need targeted support in education, social programs, and jobs opportunities. It's a joint effort that the government, non-profits, and private sector collaborating to empower individuals and community. Together, we build a supportive environment that encourages progress. Recognizing unique challenges of our rural communities, women and minorities ensure no one is left behind on our journey to a more equitable Yan Kedah. By working together, we can reduce poverty and create a resilient and vibrant Yan Kedah. This is just the beginning of a better future for all. Thank you for joining us on this exploration.